All right, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. That's Lynn. Let's do this. I'm gonna kick her fucking ass.
That's Katie.
It's Lizard too.
Welcome back
Oh fuck.
to I Hate That Shit, a podcast about hate, shit, and love and life. We're back again, remotely, at
Oh,
Bonnie's Bread and Butter.
that's right. Hi guys, hope this finds you well. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing pretty good out there too. Just give us a moment because it's gonna be a pause so I can kick Liz's ass. We'll be right back.
No, it's not. I got my protector here.
Whatever.
When she ain't trying to,
Yeah,
she ain't trying to kill me herself.
Thank you, honey.
Anything.
Are you
She ain't trying to
scared?
kill me herself.
Yeah.
Girl, just trying to knock you upside the head. That's all. Big difference.
Just in case anybody's wondering, I'm blinking multiple times.
Oh
I need
God. Bullshit.
We're
Anyway,
back here with Katie.
yes.
Hello.
What was the last one we did with her? What
It was
was
like-
it called? What was it?
Winging it with Katie.
Oh, that was
it?
Yeah.
last year, right?
That was like over a year ago.
So it's a while.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
I know.
We slacked for a while
Time
opening
goes
up this place, so we kind of slacked. But now we're trying to get back into the groove. Well,
Mm-hmm.
what about you? So, what are we going to talk about today, ladies?
We talk about Katie's
Yeah.
big new life change that she has
Big.
coming up.
I'm pregnant. I'm just kidding.
Ah,
Imagine.
joining the military is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, times are scary out there.
Yeah.
How do you
Right
feel
now-
about that? Are you excited though, too?
Yeah, I am excited, but I feel like right now there's a lot of like heat.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff is coming out. And,
Yeah.
You know, what? Why are you looking like that?
Good.
So, what are you most concerned about?
Honestly, I'm not necessarily like concerned about going to war because what I'm signing up for, but it's always like in the back of my mind, like, dang, like I might die in war.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I know what I'm signing up for, and that's like worst case. Otherwise,
What are you doing? What is your assignment?
well, my MOS is 68 whiskey, so it's combat medic.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fancy.
Save lives.
That is so awesome. Good for you.
Thank you. It came with a bonus too.
Oh, I'm sure. It better have.
Yeah, 12,500.
What for a bonus?
Yeah,
See, that's where all of our damn money goes to the
Yeah.
damn military.
yeah, but
That's why they have $1 trillion budget.
they spend more
Well,
money
then
on
the
How
dollars
long
are
do you
signing
have to
up for
go before you get
Jesus,
the bonus?
am I too old to
Or
sign
is it
up?
signed?
Actually, I don't think so.
Are you sure? You know I'll
Yeah.
be 61 in 13 days.
But they,
You
but
think I'll be in the reserve?
no, because shut up. There's like an age limit, but they waiver that. There's
That's for
people.
me, they would. I'm old.
Not for you, because
No.
I don't know. Let's see when it
More
comes
than
down
just
to
age.
drafting and all that.
What does that have to do with anything, Miss Liz?
it's the attitude.
Yeah, I do have a
Yeah,
pretty-
they're like, we don't want
worry.
you.
We
I
are,
have a
well,
good
back.
attitude.
we are well past draft age.
Yeah. But to get the bonus, I have to finish all my training. So I have to go to basic training and then AIT. And when I graduate AIT, that's when I get assigned to my first duty station. And that's when the whole process of like receiving the bonus starts.
Right.
I don't really know. I've heard like that you get half up front and then the other half is like given
In your paycheck.
like like once a year. You get like it'll be split up for the remaining years of your contract. So like for 4 years. So like every year for the next 4 years I would get like 3,000 or I guess like one.
What?
Yeah. It's
So
because
it's 3-year
So it's
contract.
not a real $12,000.
4 years. No, it's 4 years.
So
Yeah.
you get $3,000 for the next 4 years.
No, it's
Semi-
12.
well,
They
like-
want to make sure you're staying.
Yeah, so that's what so like I would get like the
It's
6,000.
like if I get a signing bonus at like my job, they would make me wait because I did
Like
it.
a
At
year.
one point, I had to wait
Yeah.
X amount of months before I qualified for it.
Well, most people that like 90% of people that like get out of the military, it's during their training, basic training and AIT. That's why like it makes sense why you would wait until then, but they give you half because you could still get out like dishonorably or honorably before your contract is finished. And it's like the bonus is for the whole contract. So if you don't complete your contract, you know, it's still stupid though. I think it's still dumb because it's like
It is dumb.
that's my money. I want it now.
Mhm.
Is that commercial?
JG.
I like that commercial. It's true though.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
say
I
you're
get
giving
the,
me a
like-
sign-up bonus, and I need the extra money. That's the reason I'm joining the military. But yet you're gonna dole out $6,000 for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
That's some
I'm
bullshit,
not getting
man.
like half up front, half after training.
Training.
Yeah.
And
That
like
would be
once
better.
you're completed and going
Yeah.
into the job, because that's more like you know you're gonna make. If you're gonna get through training, if you're gonna put that much effort into it, you're gonna stick around.
I agree
That's
with that too.
Well, yeah, but some people, I don't know. It really depends. People do stupid shit. They'll get like a DD-214, or they'll get an article, and they'll have to go to because like some people when they leave, they go on leave and they come home like they'll smoke weed, or they'll get pulled over
Right.
for DUI or something, and they'll get an article and they'll spend jail time in the military prison, and then it's like not, but it's not as long. It's like not as the sentence.
Well, okay, so you're telling me if I was out on the streets and I got pulled over for DUI, or whatever you want to call it, the military would take care of it.
Yeah, to an extent, but you would also lose your rank and potentially get kicked out. So like they
With the
come,
bonus.
yeah.
Be okay.
You're like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I guess, but still, it's like I don't know.
Tell
Don't
everyone
do
how old
that.
you are, honey.
I'm 20.
20 years old, going to
Yeah.
join the military.
Yeah.
It's wild, man.
Well, but also when I go to basic training, it's in June, so I'm gonna be with a bunch of high schoolers because that's when like they all graduate high school and can go because you have to be 18, you have to be out of high school, you have to have a diploma.
Are they? Are you going to do all your basic training in the States?
Yeah, it's gonna be at Fort Sill in Oklahoma,
Yeah.
and then my AIT is at Fort Sam in Texas, like in San Antonio.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
Sorry. I know we're not going to try to be political on this one, but
Awesome.
damn. Texas? All right.
that's okay. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Just don't, as long as you don't
That's
have
okay to
brown
say.
skin. You don't got brown and black skin going down
You
there.
gotta worry about her.
I know. That's what I mean.
But also, I'm not
But
leaving
she is
that
a
base.
woman, though.
Yeah, that is true. That was something I wanted to talk about too, actually, because the other day I was talking to my coworkers about like all the cases. Because a lot of people ask me like, why do you want to join the military when like there's so many women are like raped and killed in the military? And
Especially now with the DEI and the woke and all the bullshit that they're trying to take out. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
I don't even know if I could talk about this, but honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna talk about it because it is a fact. Like so many women
Yes.
are murdered and sexually assaulted.
Yes, they are.
And there's like been a couple cases that we know about, but I actually know people that's happened to them, and I don't want to say they were necessarily hushed, but it was more like
Of course it was.
here's a fat disability check,
Oh, yeah.
and like you'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Just don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing, and we'll make sure all your bills are taken care of. And here's a big fat check.
Well, it's just the ones. I know you can't.
Wait,
say,
what?
But like the ones that like do actually say something like outside of the
Oh,
military
whistleblowers?
tend to disappear.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
wind up
Fuck yeah.
dead.
The last one I heard of was the girl down in Fort Hood.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about that?
Was it
sure.
was it the Vanessa?
Yes.
The
Yes.
Yes, her, and there was another. It's like also like statistically a lot of like women of color too,
Mhm.
which and it's
Are we surprised?
no, but it's like that. Well, I think it was that one where the guy like killed himself.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and his girlfriend
Because he
went to
got
jail.
busted.
Yeah, and his girlfriend helped hide the body, which it was crazy because they found her body encased in cement on the military base after telling her family that she left and went AWOL and never came back. And her family was so persistent. They're like, no, that's not what happened. Like, where the fuck is she? And then
Right.
they, did their investigation. And I mean, there was text messages. Like, he lured her to the arms room and he beat her to death in there. And then his girlfriend came and helped him hide the body. Like, what the fuck?
See, that's some bad shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's
the
not
thing.
even it. There was another story that I saw on TikTok of a woman who, she like called home to her family when she was on deployment because she was like beaten and like raped by these men. And she was showing them like they have they recorded it. She has like the bruises on her body, and she's showing them like that she tried to get help. No one will help her. And then like weeks or months, however many times later, her family gets a call and they're like, your daughter committed suicide. And the dad was like, no, my daughter did not commit suicide. Like, she didn't. And then after they like did an autopsy, like, she was shot multiple times in the body, and there was like signs of like brutality, like being beaten and like, yeah, and stuff like that. But they still were just like, they ruled it as a suicide. And she was overseas too. This was in 2005. And yeah. And but like that's just what we know of. And that's
Exactly.
because the families are like, imagine the people that don't have families,
Yeah.
or the people that like were just silenced and we just don't know about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, this is all alleged. I don't know if I can.
No, well, the thing about, well, we all have heard those.
I don't want to. Yeah.
Well, you being a woman, those are the things that you are gonna have to keep an eye open to. You're gonna have to say, no, motherfuckers, this is not gonna be me, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a victim just because
And that's what
you
I'm
think
saying.
I'm gonna be.
Because so many people tell me that. Like, I'm not trying to scare you or anything. And I'm like, well, that doesn't really help. But like, also, I know that it's just like I can't do anything about that. Like, I just have to hope and pray that doesn't
Yeah.
happen to me, and like that there's still good people in the world that I don't know if they see something.
Yeah, but you're gonna learn how to protect yourself too.
Yeah, but it's like it's just scary because I like as a fucking girl I can easily be overpowered by a man.
Don't
and I
think
know
like that. That's your first mistake.
Yeah, but
Right
it's
there.
true. But also like I don't know. I'm not trying to go in with that mindset.
You better not.
Yeah.
Because what? Because he's a man that you should think that you're not going to be able to overpower
They're also
him.
gonna teach you like
Yeah, you can take on a
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
I
well
ain't
they teach
scared of
you.
no motherfucking
they'll teach you
man.
like methods and
that.
stuff.
They
too.
do.
Don't have that mindset already.
Yeah.
Remember that you're a fucking badass.
Yeah.
You are a badass. And you can fucking take on some big ass fucker.
Yeah.
Remember that. You're gonna get stronger.
Mhm.
You're mentally you're gonna have to get stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are gonna empower you to be able to say, yeah, okay, motherfucker, run.
Mhm.
What you wanna throw down?
Keep that part of your attitude.
Just
I'm
like
sure I
throw-
will. I don't have any
What?
problem telling him.
Yeah,
that,
it's like what? You wanna throw down? Okay, what?
Yeah.
I'll fucking bite your fucking balls off,
Oh.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't give her ideas.
Why?
She's got enough
Fuck
of
these
her
guys,
own.
man. I am not scared.
No, I like this. I'm writing
Don't
this
be
down.
scared.
I'm taking notes.
Don't be scared of any man. That's why that's the thing. Because like what you said, like a guy could overpower me. Not when you already have that power. You stand up to those motherfuckers and they'll be like, oh shit, this bitch is for real. She's crazy. Could you imagine someone coming up to me
No,
and trying to do that shit to me?
I could not.
No. And why? Because I exude that, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
You can't be meek and timid around these men.
Mhm.
And they're going to be trying too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like high school bullies.
Yeah.
That's all that is. They're going to pick on someone less than.
Mhm.
Fuck that shit.
I
Girl.
heard about that too. That like in the military, it's literally like another high school. Like even the
Mhm.
girls are like, it's literally just like high school all over again. I'm like, fuck.
It is.
I had no friends. in high
Everything's
school.
like high school
Only difference
over
is this
again.
time you get paid to be there.
Right. Not
That's the
not that
only
much, but yeah.
Not that much.
Well, because remember, you're serving your country.
Yeah.
That's what counts the most.
And you get that 10% off.
Yeah. Sounds so great. I'm so looking forward to my $2 off.
That would be nice, though, you going out and saving the world.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
It's something to be proud of. Like
It
honestly,
is.
like I don't know. I don't want to say that like it's not my purpose in life, but it's definitely giving me like a something. It's just something to like
What, 20? I think it's a good thing.
yeah.
I mean, you're gonna hopefully get to go explore the world. Get to see I've lived all over the world growing up in the military. England,
Yeah,
Spain,
that's
yeah.
what I'm excited for.
Yeah. Go have fun
You
with
get
it.
like
So
cheap
excited.
plane tickets whenever you
Hell
wanna
yeah.
travel.
And then
Yeah.
they have like a fucking lounge in there too with like food, like free
And
shit.
hotels.
Yeah, that is true. There's this resort package in the military. I saw it like in the comments one time. You have to like I forget how you do it, but there's like something you do online and it literally gives you like a free like weekend at this resort and like it's like all inclusive and shit. All right, I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
But I still have to like if I want to come home, I have to like take leave. I get leave for the holiday block leave for like 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's.
Right.
But besides that, I don't get leave. I have to request it.
Yep.
It's not always approved.
Yeah. And
But I'm
you don't
not.
want to go AWOL either.
No, but I'm also not. So many people I feel like are very like close with their families, and that's what they worry about is like being away from their family. But I'm not that close with my family. Like with my siblings, I am pretty close with them. But also like they're gonna be fine. They're grown. My sister has a baby. Like they have families.
They have their own
You know,
thing
yeah.
going on.
And I want to like build my life and build
Exactly.
my. I'm like I can FaceTime them. Like they'll
You
be.
can still communicate.
You can
You're
still
not like
communicate.
once you get,
Yeah.
you got to get through the basics.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
that's whatever.
Training and all
Yes.
that.
Deal with
Honestly,
all that.
I'm so excited about that. Like, there's like the shit that I'm gonna do in there. I'm so excited to just fucking like go crazy. Like, they call it like the last week, where you have to qualify for graduation. They do the forge where you like fucking ruck like 25 miles into the woods and sleep out there for like 3 days. And then we do Nick at night, which is when they like simulate, oh, like it's like a warlike simulation where you have to like low crawl through the sand and they're like shooting.
That's
They shoot like bullets above you, and like you can see the videos. It looks fucking fun. Like it's live bullets. They have tracers on them, so you can see like them, like the laser.
What you want to say she is actually
I'm so
She'll be
excited.
fine.
like you get shot at?
Well, yeah.
Bullets
Well,
fly
that's the
over
thing
you.
too. Is like you
It's so
can
much fun.
die in basically. Like if you stand
Yeah, you
up,
can.
you'll die.
Oh
For
yeah.
sure. And it's like you sign up.
Yeah.
Not our fault.
You
But
knew
I'm like,
better
that's
to
what's
stand up.
exciting though.
You
Is
were
like
dumbass
the
who did it.
adrenaline. Like
Exactly. The
so
rush.
excited. Yeah. It's gonna suck, but like you
It's
gotta
gonna be hard.
embrace it. Yeah.
But the thing about what the military is going to do to you is it's going to be hard, and they're going to try to break you down to the way they think that you should be.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, and that's why my dad told me not to join because I question authority too much. But they want little robots.
Yeah.
They're like, this is your mission.
Mm.
This is what you need to accomplish, and then be done with that. That's the thing.
Well, that's the point of basics is to
They
break
break you
you
down.
and then reset you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they push you back up.
Yes.
Yeah. But so many people, especially like for me, because I'm on TikTok all the time and I like look up the videos. I mean, people don't like lose their personalities. They're not robots. Like they do what they're told because they have to,
Right.
but they're still like they still have
Right.
fun. And like that's what I'm excited for is like we're all in this together.
Exactly.
Like it sucks for all of us, but like we're gonna make the best of it. Like,
Exactly.
and that's exciting for me. Like I don't know, it's like I'm interested in like the experience of it too. It's not just like I'm doing this because I have to, like or I feel like I have to. I don't.
You're in the army, right?
Yeah.
And what drew you to the army and not the Air Force or the Marines or the Navy?
Okay, so the Marines, fuck no. Like it's
You don't want to be a jarhead, huh?
no.
I don't blame you.
Crowns
For
first.
one,
Ugh.
I'm not gonna say I can't do it because you can do anything, but
Right.
but I just don't think it's for me.
Right.
Like they're just no. And then it's also mainly men. I've heard I have people that
I believe
Yeah,
that.
on
It's
through some
Marines,
shit.
I believe that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like you don't get to pick your job. That's what I was telling Liz right now about the Air Force because the Air Force has way better quality of life. Like
Yeah.
they don't have the same regulations. They don't have to do the same. They don't even do PT. They don't do PT every morning. Like they don't really do much.
No.
But
They fly jets.
yeah, but like they have way better. They're fucking chilling. But it's like you don't get to pick your job, and also if I like for me, it's like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it big. Like I'm
Right.
gonna do it. I'm gonna go out. Like I'm gonna be a medic. I'm gonna be on the front lines, fucking like saving people.
Oh, girl.
I don't want to be in an office on a computer. Like
No.
there's so many jobs. There's like 200 or 300 jobs. I don't know. Wait, I'm probably wrong. But there's a fuck ton of jobs in the
Right.
military, and a lot of them are just like desk jobs, like
Oh, yeah.
stalking and like I want to do something boring. Like I could put on that fucking uniform. Oh, I'm in the military. What do you do? I don't know. I fucking count shit all day.
Yeah.
Like I want to actually be like, you know what? And the job that
I
I
want to be in the dirt.
yeah.
Trenches.
Yeah, I want to be out there and I want like I don't know, I want like to make like a name for myself. I feel like that job too, a lot of people it's like one of the most respected jobs in the military. Like being a medic is like everybody respects you for it and it's really fucking hard. The AIT it's 20 weeks and it's hard as fuck. It's like first is the EMT phase where they jam pack like a 2-year course of EMT into like 2 weeks and it's just testing every day,
Yeah.
every day. And then yeah, that's how it is. Then you get like I think towards the end you get into like the actual like simulations of like say like fucking someone's leg flies off, you gotta, do a tourniquet and like
Right.
that's like more fun, but a
Right.
lot of people don't pass. Like 300 people will go in a battalion for AIT and like 160 will
Oh,
graduate.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that like it is that first year in college? How all the rooms are like 100 people in the 100 classes. You have a stadium full of people, and as it goes on, people weed themselves
Yeah,
out.
people just start
They
but
weed
Because
themselves
you
out.
start like
Yep.
well the
getting into
good
more
thing about it
Exactly.
the,
We're like, oh, holy shit.
yeah, like this is
It's
not
harder.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
The
maybe
good
this isn't for me.
Yeah, that's what I don't think I'm gonna go through. A lot of people say when they arrive to basic, like that initial like meeting where you're like you're just in this whole new like atmosphere. People are screaming at you. Everything's different. It's that first thought is like, fuck, why did I do this? And but then like it works out. But a lot of people think that like I shouldn't have done this. I don't know. I feel like I've done so much research on it that like I'm overly prepared. I know exactly what to expect. Like I know
Right.
day by day what's gonna happen.
Right.
kill.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the biggest problem with the initial thing is because, like you said, is people in your face yelling at you,
Yeah.
and everything's different. But you're in a room I mean, you're not by yourself. There's like the whole
Yeah.
class with you, but y'all don't know each other.
Exactly.
You don't
It's like
have
scary.
anybody there,
Yeah. I can imagine.
and
That's
you're
how I
all
felt.
alone. And
That's
as
how I
long as you
felt.
can keep out of that mentality,
Yeah, I agree with that.
you'll be.
That's how I felt at MEPS. The first time I went to MEPS, like my roommate at the hotel was like she was cool as fuck. I had no money, and like she came. I thought I didn't have a roommate, so I like deadbolted the fuck out of that door. And then she was like trying to open the door, and I was like scared. I was like, guys, someone's breaking into my fucking hotel room.
no.
Like, fuck. And then she was like, can you please open the door? And I was like, oh shit, my bad. And like I didn't have any money. She ended up like buying me food. Like she was super sweet. She was cool. But then when I get to MEPS. Like, there's so many fucking weirdos there. Like, half of these kids are like on a sick one. Like, they're just on this like they on their high horse. Like, they're like, yeah, like I'm so fucking cool, and like they're just annoying. Like, it's like high school shit. And then a lot of people in there, because when you go to MEPS for the physical, it's like the longest process. It was all they wake you up at like 4 a.m. at the hotel, and then you have to like be downstairs by 4:10, eat by like 4:50, whatever, get on the bus by 5 and then get out. You get to MEPS like 5:36 and you're there until like 3, 4 in the afternoon. It's all day and it's exhausting because they literally say like the saying is like hurry up and wait.
Oh yeah, that's funny you say that because that's exactly how it is on a movie set.
Yeah.
When I was modeling or doing a commercial or whatever, they would call you to set, but
Mhm.
you weren't gonna get on set for another 2, 3 hours.
Really.
Now, over here I have some questions. Miss Cheryl wants to know, top bunk or bottom bunk?
I bottom all the way. What the fuck? I feel like I'm gonna fall off the top. I would fall
I
off.
slept on the top bunk.
Really.
Oh yeah, growing up with my sister, yeah, I was
I
definitely.
never.
I
First of all, I struggle just like
to get up there.
yeah. I do. And like especially I don't know, I struggle with that. I'm scared of heights a little bit. And it's not that high, but it's just like the like
Do you toss and turn a lot?
yeah, I move a lot in my
Oh,
sleep.
yeah.
I fall off my bed like on a normal basis. Like
Are you serious?
yeah.
Ah, girl.
But it's because I have like
You get those rails for you on the side.
yeah, I had that like for a long time growing up. But it's not as bad anymore. It's just because I have very intense dreams and I'm actually like fucking like I don't know whatever goes on in my dreams happens to me in like real life. I'm like running around in there.
Right.
Yeah, I sleepwalk sometimes too.
Man, that's gonna be so exciting.
Suck
for
if you're
you.
on the top bunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hope I don't get it. Well, also
Most
because in the
people
morning.
want the top bunk anyway.
But think about imagine trying to make your fucking bed like
Oh,
at
yeah, I
like
remember
4
those.
a.m.
It
because
is.
it has to be right a 45-degree angle
Oh,
and
I
all
know how
that.
to make those.
I can't do that. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
but
learn, but
you will learn.
But on the top bunk, like I'm gonna stand off on the side of the ladder and try to fucking like how am I gonna get to the other side? I have so many questions.
Those corners are
Do
important.
they have
Yeah.
ladders in the military
What?
bunks? Do they have
Yeah.
ladders in the military bunks?
Oh yeah,
think
yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
Something
I
like
think,
built
I
in.
think so. But I still, to this day, because of my dad growing up in the military, I still every single day make my bed. Every single day. There's not what the only reason it's not made is because Rocco's either in it or he didn't want to make the bed when he got up. But if it's me, and I'm getting up and I'm the only one at home because Rocco's at work, I make my bed every single day. And that's one of the things because my dad was like,
Yeah.
get on it.
Yeah.
Make your bed every single day. And the thing he said about it too is that it makes you feel like you've accomplished something even before you leave the room.
Yeah.
Made your
That
bed.
is true.
So you've already accomplished something.
And you come back to it.
And it's all nice and clean.
Yeah. You come back
Because
to
you
it.
feel like your room is disarray if the bed's kind of not made. But I'm just that person. I always make my bed. But those 45 degrees.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's
Well, also like just getting out of bed in general, because I heard that like a lot of times they'll come in there like randomly at 2 a.m., like wake you up, smoke you, and then put you back to sleep.
yeah.
And like imagine like I feel like I'd fly off of that top bunk and probably break something. Like panicking, like oh shit, I gotta get up, like, and then I'd probably freaking break my
Get you on the
head.
top.
Yeah, or something. I don't know. I see so many bad things happen. Fuck, I'm gonna if I get in the top bunk, I'm gonna grab the bitch on the bottom bunk. I'm gonna throw her up there.
Yeah, just sell her, hey.
Sorry.
Or find someone that wants to switch. So there'll be someone that wants the top bunk.
Yeah.
Most people, I prefer
Some
the
weird.
top bunk. I slept on the bottom bunk because I had a broken leg. That was the only reason.
Yeah.
My sister, and she loved being up there because she thought she was cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I slept on a bunk bed for a long time. Did you ever sleep on bunk beds?
I did.
Yeah. You never?
I have, yeah, but like I was never on the top. I would like maybe go up there and then I was like, I don't like this. I'm getting down. It's also the top bunk is always smaller than the bottom. Probably not in the military. Pretty sure they're the same,
They're
but
probably all small.
yeah, for sure.
That's
But
for sure.
but like the ones at home, like the bottom one was always bigger. The top one was like
Yeah.
very small, and I hated that. I was like, what? Why am I up here? The ceiling's right here.
On the bottom it's full and on the top it's twin.
Yeah.
That's usually how they,
So-
unless they're both twins.
I think nowadays it's
Right.
just like
Because we were both
because when I was growing up it was all
both
twins.
twins.
Oh.
Too.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a new thing.
But then I remember we had it was twin bunk beds, but then they had a trundle as well.
Ooh, nice underneath that. Yeah, it is nice, man.
Mhm.
So you can sleep on the floor on a regular bed or up
Oh
top.
yeah, on top.
That.
Yeah, you got a condominium.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I'm so proud of you, honey.
Thank you.
Doing that, it's a lot, but are you scared? Are you nervous? What's your
No.
first thought?
Honestly, I'm so excited. Like I want to go already.
What does mom say?
Well, I barely like I told my mom like last. I have but she, oh my gosh.
Of course you told her last.
I didn't want to tell her. She
Sis.
like when I told her, I called her and I like just kind of told her, and I was actually sitting with Alexis at Old Chicago, and Alexis made me call her. She's like, "You have to tell your fucking mom. Like, what the fuck are you doing?"
You do have to.
So yeah, so I did, and I like told her, and Alexis was like, "What did she say? Like, what did she say?" And I'm like, "She's not fucking saying anything." And I was
Oh,
like,
I
"Hello?"
bet.
I was like, "Hello," and she was like, "I was like, what's going on? Like, are you okay?" And she's like, "Try not to cry." And I was
Oh,
like, "What?" And I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Why are you crying?" She's like, "I don't know. My baby's going to the military." And I was like, "All right." That was her reaction, but quickly she's been supportive
Good.
the whole time, the whole way. Yeah, she's just annoying as fuck because I told her I don't want my brother to know.
Why?
Yeah, because my brother, it's not that I can't handle it. It's just I care about his opinion, and
Is he older?
yeah, and I don't have like a father figure in my life. My brother's always kind of like been the father figure, but he's always like been hard on me, thinking that was gonna like make me stronger. So he's just kind of a dick to me, and I just know that he's just gonna be like, "Yeah, you're not fucking built for that. Like, you're not gonna fucking make it." And then if I'm like, "Don't tell me that," he's gonna be like, "Well, you got to get used to it. Like, you're gonna, you know." And it's
Right.
like I know that, but
Right.
it's like I just don't want to hear it.
Not from him.
Yeah, well, also another thing about my brother is that he doesn't like to see me doing anything better than him or something he can't do. He wanted to go to the Navy, but he's a felon. He didn't graduate high school. Like he can't get in. And
But they don't take felons, and our commander in chief is a
they
Right.
do.
count felon. Wait, what? Wow.
No comment.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying the truth.
Yeah,
That's just truth.
Yeah.
You know, that's wild. That
yeah.
is wild.
But he wanted to do that, and like I know that if I'm doing it, he's just gonna be like salty about it. Like
Right.
it's always been like that. Like when my dad like left, he gave me the fucking sports car. My brother forced my stepmom to like take it away from me. He like convinced her that I was gonna crash and die, and he like made her because he was just jealous. Like because he was the boy. Why didn't he get the car? And I'm like,
Yeah.
my dad just liked me more. I was the baby, so it was like you get whatever you want.
Daddy's baby. Yeah.
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 Yeah, but my brother, like,
And you're a disappointment.
yeah, he was.
So,
He was, and I love my brother more than anything.
but
Me and him are so close. I just don't want to hear that shit. And I might tell him like right before I leave so he can say bye or whatever. But I don't think I really don't want to. I kind of
wait till you're
Like
there.
as you get on.
yeah. That's what I
get
want to
there,
do.
Wait
so
till
you-
you're there.
But I want to teach him a fucking lesson.
Which
to, like,
is what?
just be nicer to me. Like support me.
Tell him
You're
when you
still
get
young.
out.
Yeah.
Tell him when you get out and be like, oh, by the way,
Yeah.
you haven't heard from me because
Well,
I joined
there's
the
like
military.
been multiple like
you.
occasions that led
Exactly.
me to like this conclusion because there was another time where I was on the phone with him and he was at some bar and the bartender was like, "Oh, tell your sister we're hiring because I need a job at the time." And he was like, "Nah, like my sister can't be a fucking bartender because he's a bartender. He doesn't want me to be a bartender." I'm like, "I can easily bartend. Like I've done it before." I was like, "Also, I could just train." And the girl was like, "Well, we'll train her." And he was like, "No, like she's not meant to be a bartender. It's
Like,
not in
you're
her
not
blood."
capable.
Yeah, that's and I got so mad at him like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you just don't want me to do something you're doing. Like, really? Like, that was a job opportunity you
Yeah.
took away from me. And it just pissed me off. And I'm like, I just don't want to hear his negativity if he's not going to be supportive. I cannot imagine my brother, like, telling, like, he's never told me, like, I'm proud of you. And that doesn't bother me.
Wow. That would bother me.
It's like, but I don't care. I mean, we're not very, I'm not very affectionate with my family. Like, we don't hug or, like, anything. So it's not a big deal to me. Like, I'm used to it. But still, it's like, I don't want him to know. But my mom has told everybody but him, like, including his friends.
Right.
Like, everybody. And my grandma's husband just passed away, and we went to the funeral. Yeah, and like all of these old ladies there, like, by the way, like my daughter was in the Air Force, and I was like, shut up. Who are you? Shut up. And my brother's over there, and they're like, we're so proud of you. Like, and I love it. I love it, but like, why do you know this?
Right.
I told my
Because
So
mom.
you sure your brother doesn't know?
I'm assuming because he would have said something
He would
by
have,
now.
yeah, smacked you down about
Yeah,
it. I
for
agree with
sure.
that.
But it's like so annoying. I'm like, why does everybody? And I told her, I'm like, Mom, I have told like besides like my coworkers or my friends, 3 people in my family, which was my mom, my sister, and my sister's boyfriend. I was like, how does everybody in the fucking family in the world? She told her hairstylist. My sister went to get her hair done by my mom's hairstylist, and she brought it up to her. And my sister was like, how the fuck do you know that? Like, why do you know that? And I get it. She's my mom. She's proud of me. She wants to
Right.
brag about
Right.
it. My daughter, and I love it. I would do the same, but like, chill. It's like it's so close to telling him, but not actually telling him.
Yeah, no, you make
Because
that
somebody else
determination.
could
But
like,
that's what
let
I'm
it
saying.
slip.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Not
told
knowing
her.
that he's not supposed
Yeah.
to.
Right. That's why
Exactly.
maybe you should tell him before you leave. When do you leave?
I leave in June, so in 6 weeks, June 16th.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm going to Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
yeah.
Oh,
hmm
damn. You hear about that family up there? That they did a raid on brown people because they were at the wrong house. Should have been the house right next door. And the lady's like, we're American citizens. Didn't care. Basically decimated. They had just moved there 2 weeks earlier from Maryland. And ICE, of course, took raided their house, brand new house that they had just moved into, took all their money, took all their paperwork, all that stuff. And now ICE, Homeland Security, the local cops, the FBI, all of them are saying, we don't know what you're talking about. We weren't involved in that. Yeah. We don't know.
What the fuck? See,
That's
That's
why
what's
you
happening
invest
to
in a
our-
Ring camera.
Yeah. Definitely have a ring
that
camera.
is so unfortunate.
That is why it's time to kick some ass, and you go do it for
Yeah,
us. Somebody.
I know. I will.
What do you feel if you go overseas to an active war site? What are you thinking
Well,
about that?
At this very
'Cause that's
moment in
kind of
time,
what you're literally
Yeah.
signing up
Yes.
for.
yeah. Well, I'm prepared for it. Honestly, I'd be excited because overseas my income is not taxed. But so say if I survive, I'm gonna have some extra money.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. But
Wait. Who told you that your income over there wasn't taxed? You
My-
still work for the American
yeah,
government.
yeah,
So
but
how?
I don't know how it works. But my recruiters told me that,
Do you
and
believe them?
yeah, they haven't lied to me about anything yet.
Yet.
Yet. Yeah, they actually haven't. They're actually very cool.
Yeah. I would definitely fact check that too.
I
Because I don't see how that is a possibility. That
Let
just
me
because
Google
you're
it.
over in
Because don't you
Europe,
like even if you work
you
as
still
a
get
private
American.
citizen,
Yeah,
if you're a U.S. citizen,
you still
and you
get
work
taxed.
Really?
overseas,
Yes, honey.
you
I'm gonna
Yes.
Google it. I'm gonna
you
Google it.
gotta
I'm gonna
pay
fact
their
check
local
that.
tax
And
and the U.S.
I'd
tax.
be like
exactly.
loud
Just
and
even when
wrong.
Rocco went to Oregon, he had to still pay Arizona tax and he had to pay Oregon tax. And when we was working for a week over in New Mexico, he had to pay those taxes too. All in the same fucking year. I don't see how you don't get taxed.
All right.
Well, I know on that.
Wait,
like,
let
What does
me
it say?
You pay for
Google.
whatever whatever you make in Arizona, you pay for Arizona.
Right.
Whatever you make in New Mexico, you do that.
Right.
And then the federal is
Yes.
its own thing.
Ugh.
'Cause
It
that's how
says
my
that
dad was.
What does it say?
aside from Social Security and Medicare taxes, so
Which
still
is everything.
No,
so the
that's very.
Go ahead.
service members deployed to a combat zone who meet all the requirements, not sure what those are,
See?
don't pay any other federal income taxes on the pay they receive while there, including basic pay, reenlistment, or continuation bonuses,
Oh,
imminent
Okay.
danger / hostile fire pay, and leave benefits. So like they just
okay. So let's break it down then.
So you just
So
pay into Social Security.
you're gonna pay FICA, and you're going to pay what was the other one?
it just said Social Security and Medicaid.
Okay,
Social
so
Security and
Medicaid.
Medicaid.
So
Medicaid.
then you're missing state tax
Because they're not in a state.
and federal tax.
You're
Yeah.
not paying federal.
So you're not paying federal or state tax. So you're
Yeah.
gonna still
And those
get.
are the biggest chunks.
I thought
Federal
Medicaid
is-
was.
No.
No, federal is for sure.
Ugh,
Medicaid's like
I
a
thought
couple bucks.
FICA. Well, that's not Medicaid. That's
not
FICA. That's Social Security. So you-
Social Security is just that's
Isn't
what
that
you're
a
paying in
percentage
to
on your
get
check?
later.
Yeah, it's a percentage on your check.
When you start
But-
collecting Social Security.
So now, so hopefully,
Kind of. It's not fully
It's
that.
half.
Okay, but I'm not
50-50.
I'm not like super wrong. I'm just
No, you're not
just a
super
little bit
wrong, but you
They
ain't
didn't-
right either.
Yeah.
They didn't technically lie to you.
No, they didn't.
She's not paying
Yeah.
federal or
No.
Well, also
That's probably what they meant by that.
Well, also one of my recruiters, he makes, I think he said like 100,000, give or take a year, but 60,000 of his income is not taxed. But he was also in special forces, and he's been in for over 20 years.
My dad was in for
So yeah, so what the longer you're in, you have like way more benefits, obviously. But like, yeah, he's like these fucking guys. He like showed me his key to his Mercedes. It's like, oh, like this is what you.
Those are
could
the
get.
ones you gotta watch
I'm like,
out
he's
for.
Yeah,
not.
I
He's not
agree.
even my recruiter's over there just shaking his head. My recruiter
Yeah.
drives a Cybertruck, which is stupid as fuck.
Oh God, those
I
are
hate
the
those.
ugliest cars
I
ever
hate them.
made. Those are even uglier than the Pacers.
Yeah, they are, and they're ridiculous. They're fucking. They're not sustainable.
No.
They're not. Where'd all those batteries go when they die?
Yeah, and the rust on the side of the car with themselves.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It don't make no sense.
Well, think about if we all switch over to fucking electric cars. What it's gonna be like in the next like 4
Yeah,
years?
we'll have a landfill full of
Yeah,
batteries.
exactly. Mountains of batteries
So
because
that's
we
the
can't.
thing, yeah, we have to find something that's sustainable. I mean,
Nothing.
my
is.
problem, my
We're
thing, well,
overpopulated.
I don't understand, and I know at the end of the day, it's all about being greed and money. If you want to make something sustainable in the electric vehicle, fucking, we have the sun. Use some solar power. Come on, man. I mean, it's just like that little helicopter that sits outside the front. It turns through solar. So
Why can't we?
Well,
just...
don't they have some cars take like, and you have to put money into like convert the engine or something, where you can put like
I think I know what
used
you're talking
oil.
about.
yeah, like a hybrid.
No, you can go like to where restaurants just throw out oil.
Oh yeah,
From
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fires.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
could take that and clean it.
Yes, yes.
And use that instead of crude oil.
Yeah, that would be something to do too. But
And then that way, restaurants aren't dumping it all out
yeah,
into God knows what.
no, it's
What I'm
bad
saying.
though, man.
Oh, but I was saying earlier, I never finished my. I suck at that. I always get so distracted,
It's okay.
and I just like forget what I was even saying. But MEPS. I did want to talk about it because I think it's interesting and people like
Tell
might not
everybody
care.
what that
So
means.
what is MEPS?
Yeah.
Oh, MEPS is the military entrance processing station, and that's in Phoenix, and it's like in some building, and that's where they.
So you'll be out here for a while. Because you've already enlisted, right?
Yeah.
You've already enlisted, and then you're gonna go do MEPS.
No, I already did MEPS. MEPS is like it's like the
Oh.
office where you go to take your ASVAB test. It's where you go to actually sign your contract and swear in. It's where you go to do your physical and stuff like that. And they have all the branches in there. It's just like where you go to do all that stuff so you can qualify and get
It's
in
like
there.
pre-process.
Right.
Yeah, it's like pretty much like processing. But the physical that was like all day. That thing
Was it hard?
It wasn't hard.
What
It
did you
was
have to
just
do?
draining.
Did you train for the physical?
No, it was just it's
She's
more like it's like a doc.
I don't have to.
No, it was like a doctor's visit. It wasn't like a like a physical
Oh.
but it was a lot.
That you'll save that for basic training.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Well, they do like eye testing, hearing. They do. I don't even remember. It was like they have like rooms in there, and you like bounce to each one, and then wait, and then there's like a doctor, a physician there, where you have to like fucking like spread your cheeks, and
Yeah.
they have to be very thorough because they have to make sure that there's nothing wrong with you
I
at
could
all.
fart in their fucking face. Here.
Ew.
I would. You want to see You want to see my butthole? I'll show you my butthole. Here you go.
You'll be like, how'd you get pink eye?
Absolutely not.
But of course.
Well, they make you so first, like when I went in there. Also, the lady was like so cool. Like I was just talking to her the whole time. It wasn't weird. We had the same birthday, which is like cool. Like we're just talking, you know.
Right.
And she was awesome. But I had to like take my clothes off, so I was just wearing like a bra and underwear. And then
Right.
she made me like get on my tippy toes and squat like 3 times.
Oh yeah.
And I fell the first time because I was like,
What'd
"What the
she
fuck?
say?
I've never done that before."
Right.
She was just like, "Get up and try again." Like they're very
I
like
wanted you to squat on your tiptoes?
yeah.
Wow.
And like I had to have my arms straight
Yeah.
out and I had to be on my tippy toes and I was like, I've never done this shit before. What the fuck is this? Like I fell because I lost my balance.
Now you're ready for prison.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's spreading on the butt cheek.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but then she made me duck walk, which that's really hard. I almost didn't pass that. I'm not even gonna demonstrate it. It's like
I was gonna ask you to show us.
I don't even know how I did it myself.
I know. Well, I want to see your.
No. You gotta do it with me.
Are you kidding?
I think her knees would take that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
my knees are good. It's the hip that's hurting, baby.
Well, I qualified. They have to be thorough because if something's wrong with you and it comes up later, they have to pay for it. Like if you're in basic training and like you have you have asthma and like
Right.
and but
Right.
it'll if it comes up in there, they have to pay for that shit.
They have to
And
pay for the treatment.
yeah, because everything like healthcare is
You're gonna get
essentially
good
free.
health care. Yeah.
But they pay for it, so
But
they're
they don't pay for the
Right.
They're like if
Somebody
something's
who's gonna
already
need
wrong with
it.
you.
Right.
So when you actually get to basic training, they give you like 5,000 shots. One of the shots they give you
Oh,
it
yeah.
like depletes your like sex drive or something. So you're not in there fucking because people are in there fucking.
Wait. Whoa, roll. Slow that down. Roll that shit back. Do you know what the name of that shot is?
No, but
You're gonna try to avoid it at all.
No, because I grew up was born into the military, and I've had all those shots too. But I've never heard of
I
that.
probably not that one because it don't it's like temporary, but it just like it's like a hormonal thing. It like it
So
I
they
it
get
doesn't
you through
necessarily
basics.
deplete your sex drive, but I think it like levels out your hormones to where you're not like
Right. You're not a sex fiend.
yeah. I don't know, but they also let me see. I don't know if it's
see that because you're putting a bunch of 18-year-olds
I
in
agree
the
with that.
small
And
quarters.
it's right.
and you got to get them to focus on
That's true,
getting
and not
good
worry
training.
about stroking
like
themselves. It's true.
playing with themselves or each other. Like
Or in the bathroom, like my dick is bigger than yours, or whatever the hell
yeah,
guys do.
you calm them everybody down for just a little bit.
They give you a ton of shots though. Like when you go in there, they just
Oh,
like
yeah.
shoot them in you. But yeah, basically when you get to basic, you do everything that you did at MEPS all over again. So it's like, what the fuck is the point?
Right.
But they have
See
to
if
like
you're
double check.
sincere.
Yeah,
They
and
wanna
also
do
make
it.
sure because they'll test your pee again, which they like see, if you're pregnant, if you're
Or you have drugs
Yeah.
or marijuana.
Yeah. They make you do a breathalyzer too.
Fuck
Dude,
all
that pee test was something else. I became friends with this girl like right before we went. They tell you like, oh, drink so much water because you're gonna pee right when you get there. We got there at like 6 a.m. We didn't pee until 12 p.m.
Oh, hell
I had to pee.
no.
I chugged an
Are you
electrolyte
not
drink.
allowed to go to the bathroom?
No, because well, you can, but they're like, if you go to the bathroom and you can't pee when it's time to pee, that's on you. You're gonna have to. We're gonna like, you're gonna have to go home and you're gonna have to come back another day or
Right.
whatever. So I just fucking held it. It was
You're
so
like this.
Yes. And then me and this girl next, some people let us cut like the line because we had to go so bad. And we were talking. But she's super cool. Like we became friends on like Instagram and stuff. Like she was going to the Marines though. And we like go into the bathroom together. It's like two at a time. There's like two women in there. And then there's like a window where like the doctors take the pee and there's like doctors in there and they can kind of see you and it made me like so uncomfortable. Like I had to pee so bad. We both like sit down on the toilets. Everything's open 'cause they have to watch you
Oh,
obviously.
yeah.
And like we both can't pee. And we're like, what the fuck? Like we have to
Because
pee
you-
so
There's
bad.
no privacy.
Yeah.
You better get the fuck over that shit.
Well, one of the ladies like turned the faucet on and was like,
Oh yeah, that's always to do it.
Yeah.
Does it for me.
yeah, and
It's
then
the shower that does it for me.
that was the longest, most satisfying pee I've ever taken.
Then that. That's
No.
so funny.
Give her for the
No,
cup.
but I peed on myself. I was too like into it. I was just like, oh. And then I was like, oh shit. I was like, fuck. I just got piss all over my hand. I got.
That's why God made soap and water.
I
honey.
washed.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I washed my hands like 3 times. And they told me hurry up and get the fuck back out there. They're aggressive. Some of the doctors were so sweet, and then some of them were dicks.
Of
But like
course.
that's how they have to be. And then when they were taking my blood, it was really funny because I was watching it because that's what I'm going into the medical field.
Right.
Like I'm interested in that stuff.
Right.
And I was just like watching it, and she was laughing at me, and I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Everyone looks away or passes out." And I was like, "Really?" I always found it so satisfying because you can feel it.
Oh,
The only time I ever passed out was when
Ugh.
the person, she had to go get something, so she asked me to hold the vial. She's like, can you just hold this real quick? And I had to turn to see what
Oh
she was
yeah.
saying.
No.
And I saw the blood. If
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have just put my hand out and she set it
Right.
down, it would have been fine.
But it's all filled
But I
with your
turned and I
blood.
saw it, and I saw
Yeah.
it coming out, and I was like,
Yeah.
It's crazy how thin your blood is too when it squirts out, and it's
Yeah.
like it looks like water, like the
There's a lot of
consistency
water
of
in it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I always thought like blood
It
was
was
like
thicker?
thicker. Yeah,
It's not.
yeah. That's why I was like,
It
whoa,
wouldn't
it's like
be able to flow
squirting.
through your veins if
Yeah,
it was thicker.
that's
I mean,
true.
Just
I mean, but I
imagine
don't know
how small
anything.
your
I guess
veins
it's
are.
sometimes
I don't
like
know
if
anything.
you get a little paper cut or a prick, which is what you do most
Yeah.
of the time,
Mhm.
it comes out like kind
Little
of
thick,
slow.
yeah.
Well,
slow.
it's because of the oxygen, and it's like
Yeah.
what is that word? It
Coagulate.
Coagulates, yeah.
Yeah.
Clotting.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it starts like thickening up like
Yeah.
immediately because it's trying to like heal that wound.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that shit hurt.
But like that's what you're used to seeing versus
Yeah.
it pouring out.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it was like satisfying. I was like,
So
whoa.
gross, ain't it?
I find it interesting.
I was a phlebotomist in
Lobotomist.
phlebotomist.
Phlebotomy?
Yeah.
Phlebotomist.
Yeah. PH.
They do
Oh.
blood.
They draw blood. I did that in
Oh.
college. I
Okay.
was pre-med over there.
But
PhD.
it didn't bother you.
No, it's that doing it on someone
Oh.
else, but to do it myself, no.
Okay.
No.
That's
No,
understandable.
That
no,
doesn't
no.
make you feel more comfortable because you know what's going on.
Right. I just don't want a needle
Or you
in
just
my
don't want somebody else. to-
I have this phobia about my skin, and everyone that knows me knows this. It's the skin is our number one. It's our largest organ on our bodies, right? I don't like it to be pierced. I mean, bitten, pierced. I mean, this is all I got.
Yeah.
The skin, for some reason, and I guess because I've always had a phobia of needles growing my whole life. My sisters they laugh at me because if you think I'm tough, but that's the one thing
It's
big
always
old
the
pussy
toughest
about.
people. The toughest people are terrified of me.
I hate needles.
My brother too. He's so fucking hard. And then he needs an IV and he starts crying like a
Yep.
baby.
I understand. I
Yeah.
remember I was 7 years old. I don't remember where we were going. I think we were probably going to England or somewhere overseas, and or maybe we were overseas and coming home, whatever. But my dad was taking us to get our shots, and he said, Baby, please don't kick the doctor. Please don't fight with the nurse. I'll take you to go get candy.
Are
That's
you
how bad-
serious?
That's how bad I was.
Did you still kick the nurse?
doing? I'm podcasting.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Oh, you're still podcasting?
Yes!
I thought you were fucking around. Sorry.
Should we beat his ass now? You guys, that person that interrupted us is Brian, the chef.
No.
You guys heard from him a couple
Chef
weeks
Brian.
ago. Chef Brian.
Executive
Executive.
I
chef.
don't give a fuck.
Did
Whatever,
you
I'm
order that
surprised you-
yourself?
Yes, he did.
I can
Gave
spell my
himself
I can
an
spell my own name because I can look at it in the mirror.
I don't know about that. It is still backwards.
Yeah, if I can read it.
Yeah, go away, bitch ass.
Your vaccines.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't have a problem with vaccines. But the only two I've never taken in my life, but there might be more than two. Definitely not the fucking COVID. I didn't take that. And I've never taken the fucking flu one either.
Yeah.
And when after I had Whitney, my oldest, they wouldn't let me leave the hospital till I had my tetanus. Right in my
That one
ass.
hurts.
Yes,
they
it
put it in your
does.
butt.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right,
god.
like right there. Oh.
That's fucking painful.
I was pissed because I went in the hospital to have a baby. I wasn't expecting to have a needle in my ass when I left. I think that was
Did you get epidural when you?
no fuck. I went natural, girl.
Oh gosh, you are better than me.
With both of them.
That's insane.
I think that was the last shot I had. Honestly,
Why did
Two
you
needles.
did you not want to do the epidural because of the needle, or did you just not want to do an epidural? You just wanted to have a natural birth.
I wanted natural birth.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. My mom had an
That's what they've
epidural.
been doing for thousands of years.
Yeah. I don't know. I would get an epidural just because I'm a bitch. Like that's the one thing I'm like, you know what?
Scared of pain.
Not exactly, but like if I have the option to not feel pain, I'm gonna take it.
What about going through it naturally just to see how that feels and how your body handles it?
I just don't think I would enjoy my coochie getting ripped open.
And mine didn't rip open.
Really?
Hell no.
You're
That don't make her long.
I know. The
They
doctor
gotta
said I was
cut it.
built for having babies.
yeah.
Oh yeah, both my pregnancies. They were easy, but yet I still threw up the whole time with both of them.
Oh,
Mostly my first, but birth, it hurt like fucking hell. But
but you did it.
I was ready to have a second one
Yeah.
after I saw how beautiful my first baby was.
Yeah.
So everyone's pain tolerance is different.
I don't know.
I'm just a pussy with needles.
Yeah.
I will admit that as the day is long. I do not like needles at all.
Mhm.
No. Liz, you don't like them either?
I mean, I've had enough of them. It's fine. I don't like them, but I'm not gonna be adverse to them.
No.
I'm like I'll look away.
Yeah.
I just gotta look.
You don't want to look at it.
That's not even my problem. It's just the poke itself.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
don't-
puncture of my skin that I don't like. It's weird to me. That's why I don't have any tattoos.
Like I'm fine with the
Nah.
rest of it. It's just I can't look at it.
A lot of people I
can't
know.
watch it go in.
Yeah, that's
I
gross.
can't watch anything.
I can't
come
watch it on
out.
TV either.
Like
An IV is worse though because it's a tube. So I feel like a lot of people struggle with the IV more because it's like a tube inside of your vein. It's
Yes,
just
it
sitting in
is.
there.
Yes.
I don't know. I like fuck that
So it
shot.
can deliver shit.
I was a little intimidated by my first IV until they gave that shot of morphine, and I was like,
You're like,
I
yeah,
can get used to
baby.
this. I can get used to that feeling.
I haven't had an IV since I was a kid, so
I haven't either. I can't remember the last
or
one.
I was
Yeah,
a
that's-
teenager. I was a teenager. I was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
I was grown up. I was watching my girlfriend's cat, Pookie, and the dogs had scared him underneath the bed. And you know the headboard, the space between the wall and the bed, he was stuck in there. So I went to get him, and he fucking came down, like that. No big deal, fucking asshole, whoa, whatever, right? The next morning I woke up, from the tip of my finger to my elbow was about that big. And I was diagnosed with cat scratch fever.
What the fuck?
It's a
I've
real thing.
never heard of that.
It's a real thing. You've never heard that song by Ted Nugent?
No.
Oh yeah, you're way too young. And I had to go have antibiotics stuck in my arm for about an hour and a half.
That's terrifying.
It was terrible.
So what is it like?
It's because cats, their teeth are like injectors. So all that bacteria and bad shit in their teeth. So when he did that, he injected all that shit into my bloodstream.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It was bad.
And it made your arm like swell up.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a bunch of
Elephant Man.
bacteria and
All
Yeah,
the bad shit
that
was
get
in my
into
blood.
your blood.
Yep. It was bad.
That's terrible.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
That reminds me of when my grandpa passed away because, well, he was, I don't know, he was on like a plethora of medications. Like we thought he was gonna die so many times before he actually did. But what took him out was he was gardening and he like cut his, like barely cut like
Oh, yeah.
his finger
Yeah.
on like some shears that he
Yeah.
was cutting the bushes
They were
with.
probably rusty.
Yep, and he got a flesh-eating virus.
Oh yeah.
Next day, died in the hospital.
I believe it.
And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know I didn't know that was a thing. And it's
Oh, yeah.
actually pretty common. And that's what the fucking tetanus shot's
Yeah.
for.
Yep.
Tetanus can
And-
kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's bad.
it's crazy. I mean, there are also probably like some other reasons why like it took him out so easily. But
Right.
still, it's like by like after like an hour, they were already like, we gotta amputate his arm.
Oh, yeah.
And then like by the next day he was gone.
Well, because
So
imagine the way your heart pumps.
yeah.
Every time it pumps, imagine how fast that shit's going into your system. Every time your heart pumps.
That shit, my heart scares the fuck out of me too. Like every time I'm like alone and like I feel my heartbeat, or like sometimes I hear my heartbeat, like if in my head, and it sends me somewhere else. Cause it makes me I start realizing like there's a beating, like this is keeping me alive right
Oh
now.
yeah.
And I'm like at any moment this could stop beating.
Yep.
And then I'm like, and it's all bloody, and there's like organ, there's like so much in here, and like everybody has one, and we're all gonna die one day.
And no one gets out of this world alive, honey.
I know, it just like trips me out sometimes. I gotta like take a deep breath because I'm like, what if I just stop like breathing right now? I don't know.
It would be okay.
I don't know. Yeah, but that's what scares me. Like everyone has like a weird thing that they're just like, what the fuck? Like that's my thing.
You're not gonna share that with everyone in the military, are you?
Don't do
No,
that.
absolutely.
Hey, Brian.
You're just gonna see
Tell Brian to
like
come here.
at one point taking someone's like blood pressure, listening to their heart, you're gonna suddenly just zone out like
Yeah, I mean, but like other people, it's like, yeah, for sure, you have a heartbeat. But for me, it's like,
I'm gonna take that.
I want Chef was in
stethoscope and like
Chef was in the military. I want you to. Katie's getting ready to join the military, so I want you to ask her a question.
doing a mic.
Don't give his ass a mic.
Okay.
You guys speak loudly.
What would you like to know about the military?
well, I don't have any questions.
You have questions for her
Yeah,
since she's a
fine.
young woman going into the military.
No,
Or
but I don't have any
expectation.
questions.
Or
I do
advice.
have some advice for you. Keep your eyes on your own paper.
Yeah.
Do not bitch
Oh yeah.
at all
I agree
to
with
anybody.
that. Yep.
Swallow it and just because it will all work itself out. Do not go over and become a problem child because you will not get the wrath of the.
Yeah, you'll get the worst assignments too.
No, you will. Your platoon will sock beat you if you are
With rocks?
sock.
With socks with rocks in them?
No, with soap.
Okay.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is one of the greatest experiences you will ever have in your life.
Mhm.
I loved my time. It is hard work. It is very, very demanding.
Mm.
But when you are in your dress, I don't know what you're going for.
Army.
Army. When you're in your dress and you're in full uniform, the pride that you have
Oh, I can
is unimaginable. You cannot have more pride in yourself. Enjoy it because when you get shipped to whatever fort you're going to be at, The first time that the first 5 weeks, you're going to cry yourself to sleep. After that,
Why? Because you did?
every night. Because I'm a country boy from Texas, and I literally grew up with 3 people in my graduating class.
Oh, God.
So when you are put in a room full of 500 people, it changes your perspective real fucking quick.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to get homesick. You're going to get everything reminds you of boyfriends and friends and everything. After that, but there's a turning point, and it hits you like a brick. And then all of a sudden, it's like, this is awesome. This is the best thing that I've ever done in my life. And you will then your parents, your friends, when you are allowed to call them, you're gonna hear a change in your voice. You'll be happy.
Yeah.
And all I can say is enjoy it. Don't let everybody talk you into thinking that it's horrible.
Yeah.
It is not at all.
I would say it's horrible too. It's hard, but so what? Life is hard.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you will enjoy every second of it. And if you're going find your specialty, find your school, and just
She's going to be a medic.
oh, you're going to be a field vet?
Yeah.
Yeah, combat medic.
Join the airborne and go get on the helicopters.
Ooh.
Helicopter medevac. I'm telling you, you don't even have to fly. It is awesome. Those fucking helicopters are like nothing you've ever seen in your life, and they are.
That's enough.
No,
That's enough.
no. I got it.
Oh, you can talk to her after the podcast.
Okay.
I do have one last question for you, okay? What would you say to someone who is on the fence on moving forward to actually enlist?
Honestly,
Your words of wisdom with that.
I feel like it depends on the person and their situation because some people aren't cut out for it. Like
No.
some people, I feel like if you're on the fence, you should do as much research as you possibly can to figure out if it's the right thing for you. Because when I knew. Like I was like, I want to do this. There was never like even when I got to the recruiting office, like they were asking me like, are you sure about this? And I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. I want to do this and I'm going to do this.
Right.
And even they're not used to that. They're used to people like kind of backing out or
Right.
being on the fence. And I think that because I haven't been in yet, so I can't really say like it's worth it or it's not worth it. I think that I'm excited for it and I would do it.
Adventure.
Yeah.
Hard as it's gonna fucking be.
Yeah. And
Especially if you go to a war zone.
I think if you're someone who doesn't have much going for you in life, like you're not in school, you're not, pursuing a career, like I think it's worth a shot because the career that your dream career might be in the army.
Exactly.
I have a friend who's a mechanic and I'm trying to convince him to go because he's like 18, he's young, he's like my friend's little cousin and he's a mechanic and he can go in there and do aviation mechanics because he'll qualify by testing super high on mechanics and he can come out after 4 years and make $100,000 a year. Yeah, working on it. And I just think if you do it right, you'll have so many opportunities. Like if you go into infantry or like other stuff like that, you're not going to have as many or if any career like options when you get out.
You get out.
Yeah.
That's not true. I think that because infantry is the first thing that law enforcement looks
Oh,
at.
that's true too.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, but we don't consider law enforcement something. At least I don't.
Amen.
Alright, well, let's just be real about that. Anyway, thank you, Brian, for that.
You're very well.
Last thoughts? Anything? This thing?
Go kick ass.
Yes, I agree, and I'm very proud of you. Go represent America. Be the best of America. Because there's a lot of fucked up people in America right now. So go be the best of us and make us proud. I'm proud of you.
thank you.
That's, what is that, the Marines?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're do the Army one.
I don't know.
They say like hoo-ah. But
Yeah,
I say
I'm
cool
sure they're
rock.
all the same.
Yeah.
Marines, don't they say Semper Fi? Is
Yeah,
that just their
simplify.
name?
That's their slogan.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Always forever? On how to say Sempre Fidelis?
Semper.
Semper Fidelis. Well, it means Fidelis. Yeah, Semper. Yeah. All right then, folks. Thank you, Katie. We're proud of you. It's been a good podcast. And you guys know, as always, don't let shit get you down. You're not alone. We're all in this shit together. Peace.